But they're doing a Flash TV show,
Right.
WB, much in the same vein as the Arrow, which is now in its second season, back Green Arrow, or Smallville, which was on for like a decade, about Superman before he was Superman, Clark Kent, which I've seen all of like 5 episodes of, and it was okay, but I know people love that film. So I saw the trailer, you did too. It's like a 5-minute extended trailer. It's like the same sort of in the same vein as Smallville. They're like early 20s characters, you know, except that he has a suit, and the suit actually looks really cool.
Yeah, the suit does look cool, and I mean, right? It's they're younger characters, but I think that what differentiates this from Smallville is the fact that they're not really beating around the bush that that he's the Flash. I thought that the trailer looked decent for what it was, but I just couldn't find myself interested in it. And I don't know why. And I feel kind of bad because I like the fact that, you know, in the trailer they show that he's you know, he interacts with the Arrow. I see, if they're gonna do it wrong in the movies, I'm actually all for DC doing some TV shows and kind of building up a little universe that way with their smaller characters.
It's gonna be a TV universe, though.
Right, but are they ever going to be able to translate that into the movie universe? No, so they're just kind of building 2 universes that aren't ever going to interact properly. And while I'm happy, like I said, on one hand to see them maybe putting a little bit more effort into it on the TV, it's still going to be the payoff's going to be nothing.
Yeah, I think it's a lost cause. I think it's really stupid. Again, this goes back to Gotham. You're going to have people watching Gotham, and you're going to have people watching an Arrow and Flash series that have nothing to do with this movie universe coming out now. It's almost, unless they're going to try to build it up. I haven't seen any indication that they're doing that. So, like, what the hell is the point?
Gotham is, I mean...
I really don't see it.
Not to bring back up 2 weeks ago, Gotham goes far enough back that you could... In your head, you could write it out of the current universe. You can't do that with Flash and Green Arrow, but especially if they pull them into the movie.
But I just see, again, a disjointed creative team that doesn't know what they're doing with these properties. That's what it looks like.
Sure.
People off on their own, not like Marvel, again, sitting down, Marvel's saying, okay, we got these movies. They're all connected. Okay, we're even going to have this TV show, The Shield, which is connected to the movies even. We're even going to do that. And now they have the Netflix ones coming out. The Netflix series, I'm really interested in seeing just because... They're probably not going to be totally connected from the start unless they end up doing a Defenders movie down the line that combines Iron Fist, Daredevil, Luke Cage. But I would think that Marvel at least even has that planned out, that they know what the hell's going on with those series to interconnect them. And at Comic-Con this year, they'll probably announce, you know, what the plans are. But the point is that I get less interested the more disjointed I know these series are. Because, again, you want to... If you could somehow bridge... these series to the movie or somehow connect them, obviously then more people are going to watch one and the other versus not. It's just smart. It's smart business and it's smart creatively to do that. It's just common sense to do that. So I don't see why they're building out these separate universe. And plus, like I said, Flash is a mainstay in the Justice League. So now, is he going to be the same character in the movie, or is it going to be a different one? Or it's just everyone's what the hell are they? Or they're not going to have the Flash. Then people are going to wonder, why don't they have the Flash? Because he's a huge hero. And he's in the TV. You know what I mean? It's just so many weird shit.
That's my question. TV actors and movie actors are generally on different planes, and they generally do not mix. So either they're not going to use the Flash, which is just going to be a strange omission, or they're going to use a different actor, which is just going to be equally as dumb.
It's going to be strange no matter what. At least with Smallville, they ended that show before Man of Steel came out, so they didn't have that sort of confusion going on.
Sure. You
know what I mean? It wasn't like, and a lot of people actually wanted Tom Welling. They even wanted him to be the Superman, which would have been cool, but they went in a different direction. But yeah, so I'll check out the show. I always thought Flash was one of those characters that, he's one of the big DC guys. I think with me, his power is such that, to me though, it's hard to come up with villains to sort of have a good counterbalance. You know, you have what was it named, Grodd, the gorilla. He's like the biggest Flash guy, but he's just he's a genius and he's powerful. So if you have super speed. I remember buying some Flash comics as a kid and seeing him fight. It's just, to me, though, it's always like what's the counterbalance to a guy that's really fast? I guess he can slow him down. He can play tricks on him. You know, that's the sort of thing. Like, off the top of my head, I think I can name, 3 Flash villains. Mirror Master? Grodd? Is it Groot or Grodd? I'm not even sure.
You do better than I.
And then the Trickster. And the only reason I really remember the Trickster... because I've never seen him mentioned in a couple comics I read as a kid, and then I think Mark Hamill played him on the early 90s series and kind of played him as the Joker.
I remember that.
And that's it. After that, that's all my Flash knowledge about villains. They kind of, again, it's the same thing. There's not many villains. There's not many superheroes that have a really good array of villains to contend with. So we'll see what happens. In the pilot, he's dealing with the guy who controls the weather. I guess like Storm a little bit. That's his. So that can be interesting. He was flying around trying to undo the tornado.
I thought that was neat. You know,
it's cool.
But that's the thing. How many clever tricks are you gonna have to come up with to make this continuously work as a series?
I know. I mean, we already saw Super Speed with Smallville. I mean, that's why to me. Not that the Flash isn't interesting, because the Flash always had a cool personality, where he's a little more laid back and everything. But we already saw the speed stuff with Superman. Superman has the Flash's abilities, basically. When it comes down to it, he can do most of the running shit.
In hindsight, you got to work your way up. You know, not backwards. You can't dial down the superpowers. You got to dial them up. So,
anyway, so we'll look forward to it. Again, I'm more looking forward to the Netflix Marvel series.